All right, let's start talking through. Okay, so here's our parent function. It's this square root, which looks like this. Let's look at our shifting. So start from the right and work our way to the left. So the vertical shifting means we're going up 3. Plus 3 is up 3. Our horizontal shift tells us what value of x would give us a 0 inside our parent function. 2, so that's a positive 2. Positive is to the right. Okay, so we go right 2. So we're going to move 1, 2. So this point right here gets moved all the way here. And we have this 1/3 in front. Does the 1/3 mean that we're going to shrink it or stretch our graph? Okay, the absolute value of 1/3 is less than 1, so it's going to be a shrink situation. And that just means it's going to be flatter graph. So it's not going to go up so quickly. It's going to be a much more gradual incline. Okay, so right there, and is there any reflection? There's no negative out front, so there's no reflection. So my graph looks like this. Again, it's a little bit flatter graph. Now, if I wanted to confirm this, I could. I can go into my calculator, go to my Y editor, and I can enter this in my calculator. So if I were to take 1/3 times the square root of x minus 2, and add 3 to that, and then look at my graph for this, I see that it's just like what I drew here, a very flat graph starting at that point. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer the rest of the questions. I've confirmed that my graph is correct. So the left behavior is what? Up, down, or endpoint? Those would be your choices. Choose endpoint. Your right behavior is up to the right. It rises. Your domain, the values of x, the lowest value of x is what? 2. The highest is infinity, extends infinitely. So parentheses at infinity, bracket at 2. And then the range are the y values. What's the lowest y value you have here? 3, and that extends, again, even if it's very slightly, it extends all the way to infinity. 3 is included. So that would be all the pieces of information that you would need to collect. Okay. Questions on this, working with the square roots? Yeah, better.
Wait, I'm confused on how you could tell that it was going to be flatter. Like, what decided that?
The 1/3.
Oh.
Okay, the a value is the coefficient. So remember, if the absolute value of a is less than 1, and so if it's some fraction less than 1, it's going to be shrink. It's going to flatten it out. And if a absolute value of that is greater than 1, it's going to stretch it out. It's going to make it a little more steep. Okay, any other questions?